Hey guys, today is the 28th of October and we had a patch out yesterday, the 27th. I tend to try to get in on the action on the day of the release, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to open my game up yesterday. But I will go through the new things of the patch now in this video, so if you haven't updated yet or you just maybe like my videos, you'll enjoy this. So the first thing is we actually have a new skin tone in the game, and I have Bernie here to demonstrate it. So it's this one, this reddish tone, and looks like this. The reason I chose to use Bernie for this is because this skin tone just reminds me of somebody who fell asleep on the beach and woke up 8 hours later looking like this. I'm not really sure what this skin tone is for. Maybe there's gonna be something to utilize this in the upcoming expansion. I don't really know. But yeah, I guess if you ever wanted to create a sunburned tourist townie, now you can, because you have the perfect skin tone for it. You may now notice that the city of San Myshuno will be listed here in the world list window thingy. So if you haven't pre-ordered like me, you'll ask you or tell you to pre-order, and I'm guessing if you've already pre-ordered, you'll just have to wait till the release, but that's what it looks like. I've opened one of my households in the save here, and I'm gonna jump into build and buy mode. And the first thing that jumps out straight at me is this thing. So it was glistening. What we do have now is lot traits. So this is being released to everyone in the preparation for the upcoming expansion, City Living. So now you can choose lot traits for your lots. So we have Homey. This one's gonna help us master domestic arts of cooking, mixology, handiness and gardening. Then we have Fast Internet. A great online connection helps out those looking to improve their programming, video gaming and writing skills. Then we have Great Acoustics, that will help us hone any musical instrument skills, I'm assuming. Science Lair, which will improve logic and rocket science skills. Then we have Convivial, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. This will improve skills such as charisma, comedy, mischief. And we have Natural Light. This will improve the quality of paintings and photography. It's quite interesting. Then we have Bracing Breezes, which will... I'm guessing it will improve exercise, because it says oodles of fresh air make for a bracing environment to exercise, so maybe it'll speed up exercise. Bar, I'm not really sure. And then we have Private Dwelling. A home lot with this trait deters all but the most determined visitors. So for my lot here, I think I'm gonna use Natural Light just because it makes sense, not specifically what it does itself. But it's like a nice airy house with a nice view, so I'm gonna use that, even though the Sims living in this house they don't really concern themselves with painting or photography, but whatever. I'm gonna do Homey for the cooking, and so most of these are skill based. I would have thought they would have like some other ones that were like more social or something else, but most of these are just like they revolve around the Sims skills. I don't really care about the third one, so I'm just gonna go with the exercise one. So those are my traits. And I also know that you can now add a description to lots, because previously that wasn't a thing. with the worlds for some reason. So I'm just gonna go into Edit Town. So you can see now, if I mouse over this lot, it actually shows the traits. And all the other houses, it doesn't show anything because none of these have any traits, because obviously I would have to add the traits manually, so that would be quite a job. But if I click here, and then in the lower left corner you have a button called Lot Info, and it actually has the description of my household, but if I click on the lot detail, it's empty. So if I wanted to write up a description for this lot, I would just do it here. Hi, this will be my lot description in this video. I am back on the house lot, and there's another new thing that we've received. It is the ability to copy rooms and stairs and roofs. So I'm just gonna copy, I'm guessing I'll do the bedroom. So if you click it, you have this new option here. So it's two little squares, copy, which gives you an ability to copy rooms. So I think it's quite handy, especially if you're a builder, because a lot of the times you might just want to copy an element or something, or like a part of a building, such as a tower, or like, I don't know, an entry. If you build in townhouses, if it's multiple buildings as one building, you could just like build one townhouse and then just copy them twice or 3 times or whatever. So you can see I've copied the bedroom here. And I'm also gonna copy the stairs. So once again, I'm just clicking it, and then I'm clicking the copy. I don't really see much point in copy the stairs thing, to be honest. I mean, I guess it'll save some time, but I would normally just use the eyedrop tool and then add the railing also using the eyedrop tool. So I'm not finding the copy stairs that helpful, to be fair, but I do like the fact that we can now copy rooms. And this also works on the roofs too, so I'm gonna copy this roof. So once again, copy, and there we go, it just copies the roof for me. Another thing we have now is, I'm not sure if this is a return or this is a new thing. I'm kind of getting like conflicting information from sources, but you can now scroll through the history of the cheats that you've ever used or you used in a game session. I'm not entirely sure. So right now it's not really letting me do anything, so I'm guessing it is probably it's based on your game session. So since I just started the game, I haven't used any cheats, so I'm just gonna put a move objects on here and testing cheats on as well. So now if I'm pressing up or down buttons, you can see it allows me to scroll through these that I've just keyed in. So if you're jumping between households and you need to like enable certain cheats over and over, such as testing cheats on, you can do that now much faster. So what you just have to do is use the up or down key. I've also spotted some new objects in by debug. So there's this new plant called Aloe Vera plant, and these 4 objects that I'm assuming are relevant to the upcoming expansion, because this looks like chopsticks. So for sushi, this looks like a key, because you have an option to give an apartment key to your friends, and these look like weird mail objects, like, because there's already a similar looking object that exists in the base game that looks like this, but it has like some stamps and writing, but these are just blank packages. Another thing they have apparently fixed is, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but previously if you have uploaded a lot or a room where a painting or a photograph was framed, when you downloaded it from the gallery, the painting or the photograph would always come unframed. And same with the woodworking sculptures. So for instance, if you did the mood-based ones, so like things like flirty sculpture or angry sculpture or sad sculpture, it didn't matter which one you actually used in your lot. Upon download, they would get regenerated, so a lot of the time you wouldn't get the sculpture that the original creator intended to be in the house or the room. But apparently they fixed that, so I'm going to see if I have anything that I can test just to show you. Okay, so this house here I know has a lot of photographs that I definitely framed, because I always frame my photographs, or at least in 99% of the time I do. So I'm gonna place it down and see if they are framed. When it places, okay, let's see. Nope, they're not framed here, so maybe this change will only affect lots and rooms that are uploaded after the patch, because you can see here my photographs, and this one here as well, they are not framed. Here too. So yes, I'm guessing if this actually works, it's probably a case of it only working in lots and rooms, or any uploads that are uploaded post-patch, so after the 27th of October 2016. So you can see here it's not framed either. So I'm probably not going to bother testing the woodworking sculptures, because I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same case. Right, I'm going to try to place a different house where I know I also had framed photographs, just to see. Because in the notes I don't really see any mention of it only taking, like it only working on lots that are uploaded after the patch, so I'm not sure. But I definitely did have these originally framed. No, I can see it's not framed here either, so there's a picture there. And there's this photograph of a shark too, so no. It's not working for me. I don't know, maybe they didn't fix it and they thought they did, or maybe it's just, like I said, it's gonna work only on lots and rooms uploaded after 27th of October. Actually, I'm gonna check it now. I'm gonna frame this picture here so you can see, add frame, and it's been framed. And now I'm just gonna save this, oops, save this room to my gallery room. Okay, let's see if this works, and so you can obviously see it's framed there in the preview. And I've bulldozed the house just to... Okay, yes, so it's framed there. So maybe it is indeed just if you saved stuff, if you saved or uploaded stuff after the patch. Because all of my old lots with framed photographs, they are being placed with stuff unframed. As of most patches, there are numerous bug fixes. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just gonna focus on the ones that personally interest me, or I personally have experienced or find a bit annoying. So I do know that this object here called Sack of Canvases, for a couple of months it was a bit bugged. It was missing one of the swatches. What I mean by that is it was there, but for some reason it was blank. So originally it had two color combinations, sort of. Basically they had like stuff on them and then one blank. But prior to this patch, for a couple of months we had two blanks and one with pictures for some reason. So as you can see now, it's been fixed. So it's back to having two swatches full of pictures, and then one blank. So I think that concludes this video. There are a couple other bug fixes and things that I've mentioned before, but I'm not gonna go through them because there's quite a few and I don't really find most of them particularly interesting or game breaking or game fixing, so you can always find the full patch notes on the official website. But I'd like to thank you for watching as always, and I shall see you later.